Hello friends, good evening. So today we will discuss about a power system analysis software which is most commonly used in an industry for the industrial simulation, the power system studies, basically load flow, short circuit and the relay coordination, harmonics, arc flash, so different kind of studies. So basically the industry is basically using the mainly three softwares. One is the ETAP, then the PSSC, then Dixilent, Neplan. MI Power is also one of the software. So today we will discuss about ETAP. So ETAP, I have majorly the four versions, that ETAP 12.6 to ETAP 16, 18 and ETAP 19 is the latest version that I have. So basically all these versions are basically the one and the same, only small modifications and some modules get added as the advancement and the requirement from the customer is coming for real-time and SCADA monitoring and the parameterization of some of the SCADA systems and real-time system, the data monitoring system, and some of the railway e-tracks, that railway traction simulation also can be done in ETAP 18, 16 and ETAP 19 also. So we will see today how the ETAP will looks like, what are its modules available, and how basically we will try to simulate a small system and what other network elements we can see definitely, and we'll try to simulate a small system for that. So if we double click on this one, the shortcut or key shortcut which we created, which is gets automatically generated once you install the software, and in that case basically you will see it will take a lot of time to load, because if you see the in a C drive, and if you try to see that how much space that software is consumed, so that a very huge amount of space is that software is consumed. So I request you, whichever versions you are working, the same that version only you need to keep it on your system. No need to keep some other versions that maybe gets older or some newer version. So if you are working on a particular project that ETAP 16 is used, so just use ETAP 16. Just keep your ETAP 16 on your system. If your large amount of memory is available, then definitely you can use anything, any number of software you can install. So if you see here, so ETAP basically, so there are number of ETAPs I have installed on my system basically. So as per the size, if I select it, so if I selected my name and I'll just scroll down, so see here there are four ETAP. I am having ETAP 12 which is 12 GB, ETAP 16 which is almost 8 GB, ETAP 18 is again 12 GB and ETAP 19 is almost 13 GB. So all these four ETAPs only consume around 50 GB of my C drive space. So if a huge space in C drive, then definitely you can go for it. So now that software page is open. So this is basically a ETAP 19 window looks like, and currently we are seeing only four parameters, four modules or four icons, that file, view, tools and help. And here also, here is the project. Here this is icon is for you can create a new project in ETAP, and this one is for to open an existing project. So rest of all the icons are currently in grayed out. Once you open the project, that will definitely comes alive. So here you can put a hyperlink. So the power calculator is also available in ETAP, so that also can be used when even you're not working on any project, but if still you want to calculate some of the values, like the base voltage is this one, then power is this one, then if you select the frequency 50 hertz, and the three phase, then input parameter, if you see keep what needs to keep constant, power or voltage or maybe the impedance, so that also can be selected, and basically based on that, so what is the real power, reactive power. So if I change P, so it will get changed, and So this can be a kind of a understanding for understanding how if I keep voltage constant, then in that case 100% to keep 100% voltage, how much P and Q look when needs to be that values, and whether it is leading or lagging, based on that also waveform will change. And that values are also in MVA and KVA, IEC and ANSI standard, and some for R flash also. So basically IEEE 1584 2018 method, 3 phase and fault type. And if you put input parameter like nominal voltage, pre-fault, it is 100% okay. So these are the some parameters where which we can see, and this is what ETAP results we can plot, and again this is the result also you can see. Then some of these are the values for DCR flash, and some of the different methods you can see. Then arc fault calculation, how that arc fault calculated by method 1, method 2. So these are the some of the power calculator available. Apart from that, some again one of the calculators available which is for arc flash, but for some other method, and there is a new method basically. So here we can see, here also we can see some results and plot also for the same, and it is a kind of a different method. So here we can import a database also and export database also, where the input values we can able to put. So these are the two calculators. Then this is the help section, and rest all things are grayed out, you can see here. So this side, so if you want to see what our file contains, so file basically contains again the same new icon what we see here. So you can again download project from NetPM project, and even you can open a project, and even you can create a new project also. Currently there is no toolbar activated, only status and message log. Then tools, in the tools you can see there are different sections available, different parameter we can put. So first is the option. So if you click on option, so you can have one window will open, and that window contains a lot of information, and that information will help to run the ETAP basically based on what values we are considering or what values we are entering. So here if you can see, we will see first for the load flow, so what that values needs to be and how that values are working. So if you see here, so calculation timeout, so apply switching logic under the load flow mode, it is a false. So if you click here, so when this option is set is true, the switching logic in a switch or a protected device will apply open or close action. So these are the values, user defined values we can put, we can select. The calculation timeout for the load flow, it is here we are putting 60 seconds. So after 60 seconds, if load flow is not converged, then load flow if in 60 seconds load flow is not getting any value, in that case load flow will say it is not converged. Again, the second one is you can see the DC load flow, what precision you need to put for the short circuit. Then in that ETAP model, what you are modeling that contains if it is a panel load. So in that case for panel load, before system load flow, panel load flow needs to be run or not, that also can be decided. What is the iteration for panel load, what is the load precision for that, and what static wear compensation adjustment in a step that we need to perform for PQ calculations of load flow. So that also can be decided, that also can be calculated. So if we click here, each time you can see what its significance or what it is meaning basically. So this also option is available under tools bar. Here also you can put a size of equipment, every 1 2 3 4, that majorly the size in terms of length and breadth. So what is the bus size, or what are the symbols. Basically there are two types of symbols available in ETAP. One is the ANSI standard symbol and IEC standard symbol. The orientation, that is 90 degree, 180 degree, or 270 or 0 basically. The status is kind of a lock unlock status for service, in service, out service, and state it is kind of as built or If it is a new project you are building, or if it is a future expansion of the load, that also can be configured as a that also can be labeled as a future. If it is moved from one switch gear to another switch gear, or if that load is modified from x value to x plus delta x, so that also can be done here. And if it is that also, if the status of the, if it is removed, or if it is a warehouse kind of, or it is abandoned repair shops, other, so this kind of the states of for that particular equipment, that can be also put. And switching device status, basically there are, if it is any device status, if it is saying it is either open or either closed, you can change a color also. Then classification as in terms of the, if it is a very huge system, large system, in that case you need to demarcate what are the zones, what is the area, what is the region. Let's say for all India level, if you're modeling a power system and that contains, there are different 5 zones, and under that different areas, and there are different regions, so that also can be done. Then for a power system, you want to see how your voltage is varying, or how the parameter is varying across the power system. In that case, you can enable the contour also. Then the alignment in terms of how you want to system to be modeled, from left to right, right to left, from burst to the, then upwards or downward, that also can be selected. Rotation also you can perform by control shift plus R, and control R for 180 and minus 90 degree. Even if you want to copy paste something and you want to copy a large amount of systems, so that also you can be grouped, so nothing can be left out or nothing can be deleted from that section. And group also is available, and the project audit is also available for that ETAP. So basically these are the options available under the tool. And the next one is basically help section, where help you can search a different types of help. If you click on a help, then you can come to know it, a type of help will open. And that help contains a lot of basically chapters, we can say, from product discussion to how to set up a tab, how to set up a power system, then different dynamic and transient stability, distribution system, geographical system, then the transmission system, that optimal power flow, continuous analysis. So for each of element or the major element, there is a one kind of a chapter, dedicated chapter available in ETAP. So whatever whatever uh, if you are stuck somewhere, so you can just go to the help section or click on the chapter, basically related chapter, and you will just come to know what are, how to mitigate that this one. So some of the relation information related to some training, and some of the product reviews, the product update, and the interface solution. Like if you click on it, tab interface at the generation, then maybe the new page will open. And basically, so if you see again in the help section, the most kind of this ETAP, our ETAP license. So if you click on a license page, so it will show which version you are using, what are the support, user support, sales services, and some of the ETAP capabilities. You can see what other capability contains the base package. So basically ETAP contains different package, and you'll not you no need to buy all the packages at the same time. Based on your requirement, you can buy that software, buy that package. So basically base package ETAP comes with the base package, and the AC network analysis, the arc flash, the panel system, protective device, and geographical information system, the power quality, transformer, grounding grid, DC system, the distribution system, transmission system, cable and switching mechanism, then optimization, then dynamic and transient also can be done, the railway e-track module, then the data exchange is available. We import export with IEEE format, raw format, GIS and Excel, MS Excel import export is available. When SKM import is also available. Then easy power import also available. Then for electromagnetic transient study, you can interface the other software, the DMT PRV or a PSCAD or Opal IT interface can be interfaced with the electromagnetic transient module of the ETAP. Then interface management system also available. Some of the real-time capabilities also available for ETAP and the license basically. So these are basically a window which will get open once you click on that icon. Now if you want to see or if you want to open a project, so what we will do, we'll try to create a new project, and we will give name a test 1 2 3. So in the name there should not be any space. If it is space, it will create a problem to run. Then if you want to put a software password also for that simulation, you can select 50 hertz or 60 hertz system, that then where to be that data to be put. It also can be set. If you click on OK, then the new project will get created from the name of ETAP test 1 2 3 basically. So it will creating that basically a project. You can see ETAP authentication or Windows authentication. Here you can see the username and all these values you can put. So basically, if it is user ETAP authentication, then you don't need to put anything. If you just click to OK. So basically that. So this is how you can create the system. If you want to open, so what we'll try to do, we'll try to open just one of the examples that are available in a tab basically, so that will get more insights. So basically there are lot of information, lot of examples available, that IEC example and C example, some star coordination examples are available. So we'll see one of the IEC example, some ATAX example also there. So if you double click on it, it is asking for ATAP authentication. You just click OK, so that project will get open. You will need to wait because the software is very huge in terms of memory, so most of the time it will not the laptop will get crashed if it is memory is not full available in the E tab or in a C drive basically. And sometimes it gets some error also. So we'll just wait to open that. So if you see here, a lot of new modules came here like project, defaults, revision control, library, warehouse, rules, real time, data tool, and windows and help. So these are basically new thing gets open. So here some of the, so this is what this window will come. So if you see here, it is like a window like structure, folder like structure of windows, where you can see components, what are the components available in that project, and how many numbers, how many batteries available, how many bus duct, cables, so all this number representing that number of system is available in that model. So first we'll see the edit mode. So this is basically a tab example, and now this all the informations are appearing as a live. So and these are the modules that what we discussed right now, that the load flow, short circuit, arc flash, motor starting, harmonics, transient stability, relay coordination, star protection. Then these are the plus minus symbols which represented this DC load flow, DC studies. Then this is kind of unbalanced load flow. This is the real time domain analysis, like if you want to simulate a behavior of an equipment or a loading of an equipment for an entire day or entire year or entire month or entire week, or even maybe for 1 hour or 2 hour also, so that can be simulated under time domain simulation. This is like an unbalanced short circuit. This is a voltage stability analysis. Then the PQ calculation, basically the nose point or saddle point calculation. The next one is a optimal power flow. Then switching optimization, reliability assessment, optimal placement of capacitor. Then switching optimization, basically. Then this is a fault management and service restoration analysis. This is again a contingency kind of study. Then switching sequence management. This is a contingency analysis. This is E-Tracks for analysis. E-Tracks model for the railway simulation, train simulation. This is again a kind of a volt and VAR optimization and control mode, and this is a PQ load allocation studies. Basically, these two studies are basically basically you can say it is a real time study. Apart from that, there are a lot of new modules, new icons gets uh, in a live section. So here also we can see basically if you see here, these are the elements that we can model in ATAP. And so next video we'll definitely try to go through this modeling details and basically the modeling details, and again how that can be modeled and what are the details we need to enter for each module, that we can see definitely in the next video.